Should we reverse the order of verses in prayer or not? What does reversing the order of verses mean? Reversing the order of verses is when you recite one verse and then recite another that comes before it. For example, in the first unit of prayer, you might recite, "Say, He is Allah, one," and in the second unit, you might recite, "May the hands of Abu Lahab be ruined," because it comes before it. Is this considered disliked or not? Or for instance, if you recite Al-Imran in the first unit and then Al-Baqarah in the second unit, is this considered disliked or not? First, the majority of scholars said that reversing the order of verses in prayer is disliked based on what was narrated from Ibn Mas'ud, who was asked about someone who recites the Quran in a reversed order. He said that is a sign of a heart that is reversed. This narration is authentic and was reported by Ibn Abi Shayba, Abdul Razak and other scholars. They said that the order of verses in recitation is an obligation of prayer according to the Hanafi school. However, children may recite verses in reverse order to aid learning. The Hanafis and Malikis allow reciting An-Nas first and Al-Baqarah second for those completing the Quran in prayer. For instance, one might start with "Say, He is Allah, one," or "Say, I seek refuge with the Lord of mankind." Outside this context, it is disliked. Imam Ahmad permits reciting verses out of order as children are taught. Al-Ahnaf ibn Qais recited Al-Kahf first and Yusuf second, showing flexibility in practice. In the second unit, he can recite Al-Baqarah, allowed for completing the Quran. An-Nas first, Al-Baqarah second. Imam Ahmad permits reciting verses out of order. Al-Ahnaf recited Al-Kahf and Yusuf, and Umar prayed similarly. Reversing verse order is disliked. In other cases, it's disliked. Imam Ahmad permits it in a narration. When asked about reciting a verse and then another before it in the next unit, he said it's fine. Isn't this how children learn? Al-Ahnaf ibn Qais recited Al-Kahf first, then Yusuf, and prayed behind Umar ibn al-Khattab. Umar prayed with Al-Kahf first, then Yusuf, which comes before Al-Kahf. Imam al-Bukhari used this as evidence. Intentionally reversing verses is disliked, but unintentional reversal is permissible. The Prophet recited An-Nisa, then Al-Imran. Imam al-Bukhari used this as evidence for its permissibility. He prayed behind Umar ibn al-Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him. In the first unit, our master Umar recited Al-Kahf, and in the second unit, he recited Yusuf. And Yusuf comes before Al-Kahf. This is what Imam al-Bukhari used as evidence. And I believe, Allah knows best, that if someone intentionally reverses the order of verses, it is considered disliked. And if one does not do this intentionally, it is permissible without any issue. Why? Because it has been established that the Prophet, peace be upon him, recited An-Nisa, and then in the next unit recited Al-Imran. It has also been reported that Al-Ahnaf ibn Qais recited Al-Kahf in the first unit and then Yusuf in the second unit, and it was mentioned that our master Umar ibn al-Khattab did this as well. This is what Imam al-Bukhari, may Allah be pleased with him, used as evidence for its permissibility. So the correct understanding is if a person does it on purpose, it is considered disliked for them. However, if they do not do it intentionally, e.g., they are praying and in the first unit they recite, "Say, He is Allah, one," and in the second unit they recite, "When the victory of Allah has come," or "Say, O disbelievers," and there is no issue. But if they do it on purpose, then it is considered disliked.